Hey, Sean here from Modern Optician. Another week. I wanted to do another Mindset Monday. Last week went pretty well. Had a lot of good responses, so I thought I'd do it again. This week, I wanted to talk about a concept that I get a lot of students that kind of approach me about this, and it's about their progression and how quickly they're learning things. And a lot of times people get, pretty stressed out about, looking at their peers and their friends, and they feel like they're not progressing at the same rate. So, same thing I tell all the students I want to tell you today is that it's very important that you don't compare yourself to others. You don't know the path that these people have taken. You don't know how much work they've put into things. And really, this is a very individualistic kind of path that you have to take. And I want to talk about the 4 stages of learning. Now, I didn't make any of this stuff up. This is scientifically researched and it's utilized in the education industry all the time. And it's something that maybe this is going to help you understand that you're exactly where you're supposed to be along these 4 steps. So the first step, and none of this is supposed to sound derogatory. So, and some of these terms sound a little mean, but it's all, there's a reason behind it. So number 1 is unconscious ignorance. So, or unconscious incompetence is another way of saying it. So all that really means is that when you're new to the field, you have no idea. You don't know the principles that are, the scientific principles. You don't know the equipment. You don't know the protocols. You don't know any of this stuff. So, and think of yourself when you first started in this field. This was like a strange new land. You knew nothing about this stuff. And that's exactly where you need to be, because this is kind of a motivator to look around and to see, oh, I need to learn more about what's going on. Then you move on to stage 2, which is probably one of the most exciting stages, because then you're starting to learn. And stage 2 is the fact that you're consciously incompetent. You know exactly what's going on around you. You just don't have the skills to apply it. And at Modern Optician, that's what we help with. We get the student from stage 1 to stage 2, and we get them excited about all the things that are going on around them. And then we help transition them into stage 3. And a lot of you might be in stage 2 right now. And in stage 3 is when you're getting a little bit more skilled and you know what's going on. And then you have a conscious competence. You know exactly what's going on. So stage 3, conscious competence, you understand the principles and you're learning them. You may not be an expert at them yet. However, you're starting to apply all these principles. You're learning more as you go, but you're very much aware of what's going on around you. And then finally, stage 4 is a unconscious competence where you're just doing this naturally. Everything comes naturally, and we could call this a state of mastery. But an important concept to understand here, and this is where a lot of students get frustrated when they compare themselves to their colleagues, their mentors, and people who've been doing this a long time. The path to mastery takes some time, and you have to learn to enjoy the path as opposed to want the result right away. It takes years and years. I run a company that's basically training for opticians, and I'm learning every day, and I'm always trying to improve my skills and learn from people who are better than me. So don't rush the result, enjoy the process, and know that along these 4 stages you should be enjoying everything along the way, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you. I thought maybe that, depending on the stage you're in, sometimes it could be a little stressful trying to figure out where you fit in and whether or not you're learning fast enough, or, we tend to be really hard on ourselves. So don't be. Enjoy the process. Today's Monday. Let's start a good week. Let's start, now that you're more aware of the stage that you might be in, let's start working our way to the next one. All right. Again, as always, if you have any need for any kind of help with anything, make sure to DM me, or you can email me, Sean@modernoptician.com, and stay tuned for the next one. Have a great week, guys.